Hello everyone. For our trigonometry, I'm going to discuss the last set of identities. And these are product of trigonometric functions together with sum and difference of trigonometric functions. So after watching the video, you should be able to evaluate and simplify trigonometric expressions and simplify radical expressions. Okay. Now this is the third or the last part of the main focus on the trigonometric identities, particularly applying this time the last set of equations or formulas involving trigonometric functions. In this material, other than proving identities, these equations or formulas are also useful when evaluating and simplifying related expressions. Okay. There must be a period right here. Anyway, let us proceed to the next slide. Okay, now let us have the following product of trigonometric functions, and these are sine A cosine B, or sine A times cosine B is equal to 1/2 quantity sine of the sum of A and B plus sine of the difference between A and B. Second identity is cosine A times cosine B equals 1/2 of the quantity cosine A plus B plus cosine of A minus B. Third, we have cosine of A times sine of B equals 1/2 quantity sine of A plus B minus sine of A minus B. And I think probably this is the last or the fourth of this set of identities, product of trigonometric functions. We have sine A times sine B equals 1/2 quantity cosine of A minus B minus cosine of A plus B. Next. For the second set, we have the sum and difference of trigonometric functions. And these are what? Sine alpha plus sine beta equals 2 sine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 times cosine of alpha minus beta all over 2. Next, cosine alpha plus cosine beta equals 2 cosine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 times cosine of quantity alpha minus beta all over 2. Next, sine alpha minus sine beta, that is equivalent to 2 cosine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 times sine of alpha minus beta all over 2. Then the last one, cosine alpha minus cosine beta, that is equal to negative 2 sine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 times sine alpha minus beta all over 2. Okay, so these are the sets or the two sets of identities. And at this point, we can now go to the next slide for answering some examples. Probably. Okay, so we have example number 1. Express sine 3 theta plus cosine 5 theta as the sum or difference of function values. Now for our solution, using sine A plus cosine B equals half of the quantity sine of A plus B plus sine of A minus B. We can therefore express the given product of two trigonometric functions as what? 1/2 of quantity sine 3 theta plus 5 theta plus sine of 3 theta minus 5 theta. Now, simplifying this resulting expression, so we have 1/2 of quantity sine of 8 theta minus sine of negative 2 theta. Now, recalling what we have learned from the first set of identities, we can simplify this further as what? Okay, sine of negative 2 theta, that will give you minus sine of 2 theta. No? Negative times positive is negative. And at this point, we have just simplified the answer, which is 1/2 of quantity sine uh, 8 theta minus sine 2 theta. Okay? Next. Yun. Next item. Sample number 2. Express sine pi over 9 plus sine 2 pi over 9 as product of function values. So for our solution, obviously we're going to apply one of the identities that I just presented from the previous slide. And that is the sum of trigonometric functions. So that is sine alpha plus sine beta. And that is equivalent to 2 sine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 cosine of alpha minus beta all over 2. So applying the formula, it follows that your alpha here is pi over 9 and beta is 2 pi over 9. And that is equal to 2 sine of quantity pi over 9 plus 2 pi over 9 all over 2 times cosine of pi over 9 minus 2 pi over 9 all over 2. So that will give you, okay, if we add these two, it will give us pi over 3 divided by 2. So that is the argument of sine. And then cosine of quantity what? Okay, if we get the difference of this denominator, it will give us negative pi over 9 all over 2 or divided by 2. And if we're going to simplify this further, we have 2 sine of pi over 6 cosine of negative pi over 18. Now, if we're going to evaluate this applying the negative argument identity, okay, this will become positive. And finally, our answer is 2 sine of pi over 6 cosine of pi over 18. Okay? Next. Number 3. Express 55 sine 55 degrees, sine of 45 degrees as product of function values. So, we apply this identity. Sine alpha plus sine beta is equal to 2 sine of quantity alpha plus beta all over 2 cosine of alpha minus beta all over 2. So, it follows that alpha is 55, or the value of alpha is 55 degrees while beta is 45 degrees. So, the left side will give us what? 2 sine of quantity 55 plus 45 all over 2 and cosine of 55 minus 45 all over 2. So, if we're going to simplify the respective arguments of sine and cosine, it will give us this resulting expression on the right side. 2 sine of 100 all over 2 cosine of 10 over 2. And furthermore, our answer is 2 sine of 50 degrees cosine of 5 degrees, which is our answer. Okay? Next. We go to number. Okay. Oops. I think I'm done discussing the examples. And I think that will be all. See you next time.